Taking out of Nigeria and not giving enough back to Nigeria. That is something that we can change as citizens.
We need to love each other, love one another, and also we should put other first.
The message of the day is loud and clear. The suffering and death of Jesus on the cross has paved the way for the redemption of mankind. Ruben Okala, NTA News.
And Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogora, has felicitated with Christians on the occasion of Easter, which signifies the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. In a statement by his special advisor on media and public affairs, Turaki Hassan, the Speaker implored Nigerians to use the occasion to be more committed in rising above the challenges facing Nigeria as a nation through abiding faith in God. He said the legislature will continue to collaborate with the executive in improving the living standard of Nigerians. Similarly, FCT Minister Mohammed Musa Bello, in his Easter message, urged Nigerians to spread the gospel of love, sacrifice, tolerance, and peaceful coexistence.
We cannot steal. There are much gains in exhibiting selfless service, an identified key ingredient for developmental growth.
Love everyone, irrespective of your race, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of your tribe, irrespective of your background, whatever level, whatever status you have, you will know that everyone is one.
Offer our service without any charge. We should know that we have a purpose for coming, being in Nigeria, finding ourselves in this planet Earth.
The general concern is for Nigerians to cultivate the right virtues of selfless service that translate to respect, sacrifice, and genuine love. In Abuja, Olainka Ojo, NTA News.
And still on the Easter celebrations, Serafina Okon went around some markets and shopping centers in Abuja to capture the mood.
Resilient people and an ability to go through as part of loyalty to government. That appears to be how those seen at the commercial places are coping with prices of food items and other commodities or other needs for the Easter season. From Wuse to Karo markets alongside other shopping centers, there is high level of patronage.
They are selling oddly 1,500 because you're buying right from the 43, 1,300. Would they make 100 profit?
Last week, the price of rice is 16,500, but presently now, the price of rice is 18,500.
In the spirit of the season, some shopping centers are wearing beautiful decorations and displaying of special sales discounts attractions.
People always come in, shop and get ready, have fun with the kids. So everybody has been coming in to shop. It's a festive period for everybody.
Trying to look special at a time like this will never be missed during our stopover at the Stylist's Corner at Wuse Market.
Serafina Okon, NTA News.
Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed has assured that Nigeria has reviewed its visa policy as a deliberate move of encouraging investors to the country. The minister stated this when he received the British High Commissioner to Nigeria. Anthony Forson reports.
The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, told the British High Commissioner that the new visa regime will ease the means of doing business in the country. He enumerated the number of memoranda of understandings and partnerships between Britain and Nigeria, saying the present administration is leveraging on them as a platform to drive its economic diversification process.
Because we look at
in the country,
it's always been a relationship of equals. It's a relationship built on mutual respect, and a relationship that has been built on the knowledge that it's only when you help your partner to grow that you can also grow better.
In the area of culture and tourism, movie and cinematography, Nigeria and China, he said, have fared well, while NTA and StarTimes partnership has continued to wax strong. The Chinese ambassador to Nigeria said the relationship between Nigeria and China has been strengthened on the basis of culture, education, information and tourism.
Cultural activities, personnel exchanges, and
skills training and capacity building issues.
Zhao Pingjun assured the Information and Culture Minister that the bilateral relationship between the two countries has been further consolidated with the setting up of the Nigerian Cultural Center in Beijing. In Abuja, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Easter celebration is here again with Good Friday preceding the event. Let's now join Vera in Lagos for the significance of Good Friday and more on Nationwide. It's over to you, Vera.
Good evening and welcome to Lagos. Public holiday offers an opportunity for workers in public and private sectors to take time off their busy schedule to relax. However, there are some professionals whose jobs keep them on duty even on public holidays. Musa Tolet tells us more.
They are found at strategic parts of the Lagos metropolis carrying out their legitimate responsibilities. These essential service workers cut across various professions, including emergency management, security, traffic and road safety agencies, as well as environmental sanitation management and broadcast media.
And they will come in 10 moments from now.
Doing public holiday like this, there's more challenges. Because a lot of people are out there to celebrate, and along the line, you have some people that are overzealous. We work in synergy, in cooperation, in cohesion with all other security agencies, not in competition, to make sure that we have a wonderful period to celebrate, to make sure that crime and criminality is reduced to the barest minimum.
We are in essential services, and there is no holiday for any road safety personnel. Not at this period. You know that if we are to be market people, we say this is our season. This is the peak of our job. We are able to make up with private sector participation and stakeholders collaboration, having the private tow truck operators helping us strategically located so that we are able to remove obstructions promptly.
Some are placed on red alert should there be emergencies such as building collapse, traffic road crashes, and fire incidents. In Lagos, Musa Tolian, NTA News.
You're still on to Nationwide News on the NTA network service. And I hand you back to Elizabeth in Abuja for more reports.
Thank you, Vera. Experts have called for the deletion of the word indigene from the Constitution of Nigeria to fast-track national integration and cohesion. They made the suggestion on Good Morning Nigeria while discussing the recurring indigeneship question in Nigeria. Lydia Sampson reports.
To do everything in any state. If we don't have a law that compares states, governments, for under 100 years, they'll be calling people from another area who have lived here for so many years because they are not of their religious background, they will still be calling them non-indigenous.
They said Nigerians should be sensitized to claim their citizenship wherever they are, as clearly defined in the Constitution, to enable them, irrespective of their ancestral background, aspire to realize their full potentials without discrimination.
If we recognize this as a violation of constitutional provisions and principles, then we must begin to really draw out realistic policies to make sure that we adhere to constitutional values and then also constitutional principles.
The panelists are of the view that if stumbling blocks placed on the part of so-called settlers are removed, Nigerians will be more patriotic and committed to positive development of their place of residence. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Issues on party politics in Nigeria and the principle of checks and balances among the three arms of government continue to dominate public discourse towards national growth and development. At a conference aimed at strengthening them, key players are of the consensus for harmony and civility in Nigeria's political life. Justin Bemui has the report.
So in any political system or democratic system, where the supremacy of the party is thrown aboard, then there's a problem of discipline. And where there's a problem of discipline, then there's an inevitable crisis that is likely to occur.
Key political actors gathered here are worried on what should constitute party supremacy and parliamentary autonomy within the context of Nigeria's political system.
An intertwined concept of party supremacy is party discipline
which suggests that political party executives can sanction members for misconduct or acts which violate party norms.
Party discipline is only attainable where the political party plays its proper role of political education, community development, interest articulation and aggregation, apart from serving as the vehicle on which platform power is sought.
To me, it's a no-brainer. It is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that is supreme. Party supremacy, party discipline is an assumption that we need to negotiate to work towards so that Nigerians can get dividends of democracy. Full stop.
For others, the relationship between legislators and their party leadership is not based on personality issues, but on what is offered on party policy platforms.
We need to make the political parties as a site to develop a culture of idea-based politics. The second intervention is to remodel legislative-executive relationship to focus on how each branch of government can support the other branch.
We must build very strong parties. It is unacceptable for a lawmaker elected by a party that produces the leader of the executive to get up in the parliament and dress down such officials.
Audio challenges there. Moving on, the prospects for the nation's oil and gas sector is getting more promising as activities are now being carried out under a transparent watch. Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Dr. Mekanti Baro, gave this assurance during a meeting with media chief executives in Abuja. Mia Ogidi reports.
The oil and gas sector is always at the center of public attention, being the mainstay of the nation's economy. To this end, ensuring integrity and transparency in its management is key. But within 2 years of the present administration, far-reaching policies and achievements have been recorded in the NNPC, bearing in mind the fragile security situation in the oil-rich Niger Delta region. To sustain these achievements, NNPC considers the media as a critical partner in enlightening the public on activities that are counterproductive in the sector. Hence, this interactive session with the media executives. Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Dr. Mekanti Baro, told his guests some major achievements. Prominent among are the monthly operation and financial report, opening up of bids for contractors, cordial relationship with the labor unions, which has led to the availability of petroleum products, recovery of over 130 million barrels of missing petrol, valued at 14 billion naira, reconciliation of debts owed to NNPC from the swap agreement, and signing off of agreement to exit the joint venture cash call. With all these efforts, what is the state of the nation's oil and gas reserve?
Aside increasing the nation's oil and gas reserves to 37 billion barrels, we have also restarted exploratory activities in the Gongola Basin with the aim of further growing our oil and gas reserves. Through your daily reportage of our activities and operations, you have remained a leading voice in the fight against unwholesome activities of crude oil theft. We would like to see this gesture sustained.
The media, on its part, is resolute in putting relevant government agencies on check in an objective manner.
It's not that they will not talk about the things that fall short, but let them be constructive in their criticism.
That we will be, as always, guided by objectivity rather than subjective emotions.
Such collaborations with the media will
that the development of science. Accuracies are watchword. Want to differentiate with the social media that could say anything they want. So we need a joint committee so that from day one, before you issue a press release, let's have an idea of the trust and policy content.
Mr. Ebegba later featured on one of the station's programs where he stressed that defaulters will not be treated with kid gloves.
Even though I know you started a bit late, so to speak, but are you doing enough to protect Nigerians?
The agency has the ability to bite, not just speaking.
We are very serious and we are strict about this. We will not allow any genetically modified organism that is not approved into the Nigerian environment.
Modern biotechnology is designed to improve agriculture, health, availability of industrial materials, and environmental sustainability. Adebola, Brooklyn Sunday, NTA News.
You can watch this news live online via the NTA mobile app, which you can download on your Android device at the Google Play Store or at the Apple Store if you use devices with iOS. This is NTA nationwide on the network service. Let's now take a break to bring you some messages. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Change does not just happen. You and I and all of us must appreciate that we all have our part to play if we want to bring change about. We must change our lawless habits, our attitude to public office, and public trust. We must change our unruly behavior in schools, hospitals, marketplaces, motor parks, on the roads, in homes and offices. To bring about change, we must change ourselves by being law-abiding citizens.
Hi there, my name is Fumi Wakama of the NTA. I'd like to introduce to you my friend and colleague, hardworking, creative and vibrant reporter.
Tax laws. Citizens are ignorant of tax laws.
This is idiosyncratic and heterodox.
Showing at 8:30 p.m. every Tuesday and Friday on NTA Network International and Star Times.
Over and out.
Brought to you by Glow.
Welcome to the new speed of life. Do you crave class? Do you have taste? And do you care about comforts? If you do, then for your next event, a stay away from home, a business trip, or a holiday, visit Jade's Hotel at 24 Undola Crescent, Wusai's.
Got y'all as they reveal the untold. Any day is fun day after school for your kids on Pop. Enjoy your favorite Indian shows in 8 different languages on Star Times Bollywood. Your health, your life. Keep it locked on Star Times Sports Life for tips. Pay 1 month basic bouquet and get 7 days of classic bouquet for free. Subscribe now. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
For over Commanding Tactical Air Command, Air Vice Marshal Abiodun Balogun, who briefed newsmen on the mode of operation, said the exercise is at the instance of the Chief of Air Staff. Elias Itiab has more.
Seems our Benue Makudi Center has some challenges there. Moving on, the Presidential Amnesty Office, in conjunction with the Abia State government, has begun a verification of delegates under the program from Abia State. The exercise is targeted.
To me, I like, as it be say, our state don't follow put mouth for this amnesty, so that we, the Abia State boys, so that we go feel benefit for the amnesty.
It's led for us now to further bring them to the presence of Abians, for them to identify themselves with the state government, that the Abians that were in Bayelsa, Rivers, and the rest of the camps in the season of the struggle that benefited from the program.
This particular verification took place in Port Harcourt City and Okrika, Rivers State. It is expected to be an ongoing process. Nnamdi Odiko, NTA News.
We now join Agatha in Benin for more on Nationwide. Hello, Agatha, it's over to you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Good afternoon
And welcome to Benin. The three-man panel of judges headed by Justice Ahmed Badamosi over the Edo State Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal has dismissed the petition of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, challenging the September 28, 2016 governorship election for its inability to prove its case beyond all reasonable doubt. Stephen Knight Wankolo gives us details of the tribunal's ruling.
The judgment, the tribunal chairman, Justice Ahmed Badamasi, dismissed the petitions of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, on two major grounds. They include the allegation of corrupt practices and non-compliance with the electoral guidelines in the conduct of the election. The tribunal chairman maintained that PDP abandoned the pleading of the corrupt practices and focused on the non-compliance with the said guidelines and could not provide substantial evidence to prove that the election was fraught with irregularities. He further said that the petitioners could not link their evidence to their case, pointing out that the witnesses called could not also give credible testimonies to prove that there were indeed infractions in the areas they monitored during the election. He therefore dismissed the petitioner's case for lack of evidence to prove their case beyond all reasonable doubts.
Very nice judgment. We are happy about it. The court reviewed the evidence, did a fantastic job. We are quite pleased with it.
Our next line of action will depend upon the view of our client on the matter. You know, it is his right to appeal against it. So until the judgment is obtained, I think not much may be done.
The judgment delivered this Friday marked the end of the tribunal sitting on the 28th September 2016 Edo governorship election petitions, which started since January 11 this year.
There's really no case. Edo people voted for Governor Basiki, they voted for APC, and APC remained the preferred party in this great state.
Governor Basiki and his wife were joined by the former governor of the state, Adams Oshomole, some APC officials and supporters on a victory march in some major streets of Benin City. In Benin, I am Goodluck Inaini, NTA News.
And away from the judgment of the Edo State Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal, Ondo State government has commenced massive rehabilitation of bad portions of some intra-city roads across the state. Senior Special Advisor to the Governor on Infrastructure, Raimi Aminu, said the projects are in fulfillment of government's promise to the people. Doris Solomoko has details.
Government's intervention in the rehabilitation of roads is also to avert the problems associated with bad roads, especially in the rainy season. Work is currently ongoing at the 1.2-kilometer Abuja Road in Ijoka, Akure, while in Idonri, residents around Bajare Road will now heave a sigh of relief as rehabilitation work has commenced on the 2-kilometer road.
Abuja community, they are happy and grateful to this present government. We are very happy and we are very proud of the government.
Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Infrastructure, Raimi Aminu, and the contractor handled the project assured of quality and timely completion. All the roads rehabilitation work across Ondo State are expected to be completed before the 100 days in office of the Oluwarotimi Akere-Dolu-led administration. In Akure, Doris Olumoko, NTA News.
And preparing for Easter, the Nigerian Zone 5 is beefing up security for a hitch-free celebration. The Assistant Inspector General of Police, Abubakar Muhammad, disclosed this in an exclusive interview with NTA. Correspondent Muhammad Abdul Kadri reports.
The Assistant Inspector General of Police, Abubakar Adamu Muhammad, assured that there is no cause for alarm before, during, and after Easter celebration.
Landscape in the zone is favorable now. We have deployed our tactical teams all over the zone, both Delta, Edo, and Bayelsa.
On the
and engage in proper methods for detecting infectious agents.
The more seriousness we ascribe to this rule, the more or the less the resistant to antibiotics. But because people hardly refer diagnosis to the lab, even there are some bad clinical practices, in which case you just assume it should be this, and people will begin to take the antibiotic. The best thing is test before treating. And that is when you have empirical evidence to show.
Led by its president, Comrade Ibrahim Khalil, who took to the streets carrying placards of various inscriptions to canvass support from stakeholders on the need for local government autonomy.
We want this reunion so that the problem of security, of police herdsmen, and the indigenous farmers can be addressed from the primary level.
The national president, Nolge Ibrahim Khalil, informed the speaker that
motor parks, on the roads, in homes and offices. To bring about change, we must change ourselves by being law-abiding citizens.
My name is Fumi Wakama of the NTA. I'd like to introduce to you my friend and colleague, hardworking, creative and vibrant reporter,
Ruben Okala, NTA News.
Unheterodox.
Showing at 8:30 p.m. every Tuesday and Friday on NTA Network International and Star Times.
Over and out.
Brought to you by Glow.
Welcome to the new speed of life. Do you crave class? Do you have taste? And do you care about comforts? If you do, then for your next event, a stay away from home, a business trip, or a holiday, visit Jade's Hotel at 24 Undola Crescent, Wuse Zone 5, Abuja. Check out our world-class services, exquisite suites, restaurant and bar, gymnasium, spa and grills, and our outdoor catering services and cuisines. At Jade's, it can only be better. For bookings and reservations, visit us today at 24 Undola Crescent, Wuse Zone 5, Abuja, or visit www.jadeshotels.com. Our email address is info@jadeshotels.com. You can also call us on 09291-9321 or 0810-909-7956. Jade.
Thank you for staying with us on NTA Nationwide. The Federal Capital Territory Administration says it will soon demolish 2 buildings in Gwarimpa, Abuja that have failed integrity test. Acting Coordinator, Abuja Metropolitan Management Council, Safia Umar, stated this when Development Control officials inspected the buildings. Bitaire Ikpen reports.
FCT Development Control officials said the buildings, which are blocks of flats built by the Federal Housing Authority on 1st Avenue, Gwarimpa, have structural defects that may lead to eventual collapse and loss of lives and property if controlled demolition is not carried out soon.
There is no reason why we should allow people to die. Last year we were here on a one collapsed building here, and the rain is almost here. And these structures have failed integrity tests totally. It wasn't raised by FCDA, it was raised by an institution, Koren.
Structurally, the column base and the foundation has failed. And for you and me, where a foundation is not there, there is no structure.
The Federal Housing Authority, however, has a different opinion about the integrity test on the buildings.
It can 100% be remedied. Whatever is the structure as far as standing now.
Is how can we engage our vibrant youth? How can we engage them into profitable ventures so that their minds and hearts and bodies will be engaged instead of taken into wayward life? It's a great concern to we as leaders of today, and I believe that this is the right way to go.
Organized as a business enhancing and investment boosting forum, the participating governors had opportunities 100 delegates.
We believe that the park will help to improve on the chain, and it has the capacity to engage a lot of our youth. So that one, if you ask, possibly will be #1 on the list. But we cannot run away from the fact that we are an oil-rich state with a lot of gas sitting down on our soil. And because of that, gas-based industrial parks are welcome.
With about 7 partners, including the Guangdong Provincial and Municipal Government, the first Nigeria-China Governors Forum brought the Nigerian governors and their counterparts in China.
The expectation of our people shall be that we are bringing investors to their doorstep, so as that employment, that we're having challenges when the industries are open and the Chinese people are accepted to go and invest in our respective states. Definitely we take advantage of, one, to get employment, two, also to get more revenue, because when the investors come and invest, at least if nothing, the tax must be paid, and when the tax is paid, is going to the coffin of government, and that will support their development.
The Nasarawa State Governor told the delegates that he has about 13,000 hectares for real estate and industrial and commercial zone, while Oyo says he has 4,500 hectares for free trade zone.
The government is willing, the land is available, and the people are motivated. I believe with the enthusiasm of the Chinese to come and invest their resources in Africa, and particularly Nigeria, and with the receptive environment by the Nigerian people, I believe the future holds great hope for us.
We've already turned the sword for the free trade zone with about 127 companies coming. And by next month, 5 companies will arrive to start. So the free trade zone, and it's a sister free trade zone, it's a very unique one. In fact, I've spoken to another 3 companies.
Fit, physically sound, and emotionally stable to discharge such responsibility.
Under 16 boys and girls of Otupo International Golf Academy are in high spirits ahead of the regional qualifiers for the 2017 National Junior Golf Championship slated for Uyo, Akwa Ibom State in September. President of the Academy, David Mark Jr., is confident that the recent performances by the Academy players, including Ode Alechenu's level pass score of 72 at the 2017 Senator David Mark at 69 Championship, indicates a bright future for the sport in the country.
Our expectations are to go there to compete and to come away with a number of what I hope will be victories.
Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho called out the club's forwards after profligacy in front of goal allowed Anderlecht to secure a 1-1 draw in the Europa League first leg quarter-final decided Thursday. In other results, French side Olympique Lyon came from a goal down to beat Besiktas 2-1 ahead of the return legs next week Thursday. With sports